Hello, EdgeGamers. I am Martin, and today we're doing another MTL featuring Andrew. Andrew, how are you doing today?
Feeling pretty good. I've had a pretty action-packed day. Not
Ooh,
really, but
what you do today?
I pretty much it was pretty much just a normal day. I went to school, rehearsed in band, went to work, did some stuff at the performance arts theater I work at, and then came home and I'm working on more homework.
Nice, nice. All right, Andrew. For the first question, what is your favorite animal and why?
Well, I mean, it might be kind of hard to believe, but considering my avatar is a snake and I put a snake emoji in my name in TeamSpeak, but it's really not snakes anymore. I don't know what it is at this point because I mean, I guess my tastes have changed, over the
Yeah,
years. Um, yeah,
I mean, if
not being able to have a snake is kind of wearing off now.
I mean, if you had to choose a snake, what kind of snake would it be?
Okay, that's a really good question. I really, really like hognoses or pythons in general, ball pythons or Burmese reticulated, the big boys. I
All
really
right.
like those.
Yeah, I'm more of a king cobra fan because of just fierce how they are.
Have you seen the black mambas? Oh my gosh, those things are cool
Oh,
looking.
scary.
It's scary.
All right. For the second question, Andrew, what is your favorite part about being in this community?
um, I'm kind of just gonna give a generic run of the mill answer, but I really just enjoy being able to hang out, in the TeamSpeak channels, hanging out with people, or even in Discord sometimes, playing games or just talking about just general stuff in the community. It's also kind of fun to just practice like social skills for in in real life because
Yeah,
this is kind of the only social outing I have other than school. But yeah, I really enjoy being able to hang out with people and make connections and stuff like that.
yeah. I mean, meeting new friends, meeting new people is always good, especially during this whole pandemic and stuff. Nothing you can do outside.
Yeah, I kind of sucked at it to begin with. I mean, pretty much I get patronized for this all the time if I ever talk about it. But like I tended to just kind of stick and you'll hear Quantum talk about this a lot. Um, just sticking in the leadership room and muting and never talking to anybody. But that was mostly just because I was working on things like pretty diligently and I can't handle people talking to me working at the same time. But I've kind of started to loosen up a little bit and I've came out a few times and
Yeah,
talked to people in the cozy lounge. And that's what I really like as well, is just being able to, see that the member services area is populated. It's really nice to go talk to people, in that case.
oh yeah, yeah. All right. For the third question, you and your friends decide to go out and eat last second. Where are you going?
Now, this is kind of weird question, especially for me, because like if you don't know me, I don't eat hardly anything. I'm a terrible eater, and it's not that I'm just eating bad stuff,
Yeah,
but I don't like a lot of foods. Like texture freaks me out a lot. That or like acidity, like, and this is just one thing that usually kind of shocks people. I don't really eat pizza because I don't really like the marinara sauce. I don't like the way tomatoes taste. It's
yeah.
just not my favorite. But like in terms of other stuff like meat or whatever, like eating a steak, that kind of texture that steak has, I don't care for it that much.
I mean, is it just tomatoes like on the pizza or like the tomato sauce itself?
Like marinara sauce or whatever it is, the tomato sauce that they put on it before the cheese. It's just I don't like it. Just to put it simply.
I mean, yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. Like, I don't like eating at all. I mean, I don't like trying out new food. I like trying out foods that I know. But I mean,
Yeah.
with my family, that's impossible to do. All right. So, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Um, I kind of have to say the UK or just anywhere in that area.
Is there a
Excuse me.
particular reason?
Yeah, I really like the just stormy weather. I don't know what it is, like, whenever it storms, it's just peaceful to me. I really love the storm, and I live in basically what is Tornado Alley, so severe thunderstorms are not a far thing from what I experience every week, but especially during, now April and stuff like that, it's super bad, super stormy all the time. But other than that, I really like the rainy, cold, dreary atmosphere that it has.
Yeah.
I also find that their government system is pretty interesting. Just having lived in the United States my whole life, it's like seeing the bipartisan ship of the country and having the way it works basically ingrained into my brain. The grass is always greener on the other side. So I always think,
Yeah.
wow, wouldn't it be cool to have a parliament instead of, what we have in America? But, just kind of an interesting thing to me.
I mean, if you like rainy weather, I mean, you can come to Vancouver. It rains about nine out of the 12 months.
I
So,
have actually considered Canada as well because I mean, it seems like there's a lot of technological growth as well, which is, I
oh
mean,
yeah,
I'll probably end up moving somewhere where there's a pretty high density of that kind of job, just because that's where my career is headed.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's definitely another option as well, especially if I want to stay in the continental U.S. and stuff like that, because my family's here. So,
Yeah. I mean, for me, mostly, I would want to go to Japan because of the building infrastructure, just the design, the
oh
culture.
yeah,
So nice there.
yeah, I agree. My mom is obsessed with Japanese architecture and stuff like that. I'm not so. I mean, I think it's cool, but it wouldn't make the difference really.
All right. So for this fifth question, what is your favorite show or shows of all time?
So this is kind of a big question because, like, I only started watching TV, or not even really TV, just streaming services like Netflix and stuff recently ish.
Yeah.
And I even still, I don't really do it frequently. It's just, if something comes out and a friend is like, "Hey, you need to watch this. It's really good." I'll watch it, and usually I like it, but I don't typically watch TV that often. Um, but just from what I have watched, um, The Haunting of Hill House, it's up there with the top stuff because I mean, it's scary. It's got a really good plot from what I've seen. The Bly Manor or whatever the next one is has a better plot, but it's not as scary. So I don't know. Hill House is really good one. That one's from Netflix. Stranger Things as well. I mean, you
Oh
can't
yeah.
go wrong with Stranger Things in my
Oh yeah,
opinion.
I just finished watching Stranger Things. It's so good.
Yes, I really liked the atmosphere it gave because it was also kind of scary
Oh
in
yeah.
its own way. Um,
Waiting for
and
the
I would
fourth
also,
season.
I know, right? I'm like waiting what's the word I'm looking for? Waiting impatiently.
Yeah. All right. So, what is your fondest memory of EdgeGamers?
um, well, from specifically EGO, I really like just what comes to mind is like just hanging out with a bunch of my friends and stuff like that, and the two fort server in TF2.
Yeah.
Just doing the grind. Sometimes we'll be tryharding, trying to kill as many people as you can and get the best KD or whatever. And then other times you'll be like just congoing around and not killing anybody until that one person comes and explodes
Ruins it all.
everybody. Then you have to
Yeah.
go back to um. TF2 has really been kind of my main gaming thing, and Destiny 2 as well a little bit, just because of Divine and Power Outlet. But I'm not really the best at team-oriented games. That's why I don't really play CS or anything like that. I'm not very good at them. So
Yeah. I mean, for me, I would probably have to say would be me getting my EG and meeting all my friends that I have now here. It's memories you will have for pretty much a lifetime.
oh heck yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like it's kind of funny. Whenever I was thinking of this question, I was like, one of the most fun times I think I had, or it wasn't fun. It was just something I'll never forget. Probably is there was a community meeting happening, and I knew that one of my friends was going to get promoted to senior manager. It was Control Delicious. I knew he was going to get senior manager.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be there for the meeting, but I was at a party, so I had to like sneak out the back door, and I was on my phone on TeamSpeak Mobile, and he got announced as being promoted. I was like, yeah, that's fine, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good. All right. So what is a fun item on your bucket list?
So I haven't actually like thought that much of a bucket list, but one thing that I like that just keeps coming up is like skydiving. I've never done skydiving, but I feel like it'll be super fun,
Oh yeah.
especially with other people.
Oh yeah, for one day for me. But right now I can't handle the height and stuff of that.
Yeah, no, that's my thing as well. It's like I know like the odds of a parachute failing is like next to nothing, but it's still a like an irrational fear of mine. Like what if I'm the one person that it actually happens to and it's my one time going in the air,
Yeah,
just that kind of thing.
and you have so much items on your bucket list that you couldn't do because of that
Yeah,
1%.
that
That
one single chance. And that's just I guess the risk taking kind of thing. I'm not super much of a risk taker. And maybe that's why I don't like a lot of food. I just don't like to
yeah.
try new things. I don't know, whatever.
I mean, my bucket list is pretty much plain. I just want to visit every continent in the world at least
That's a
once.
cool.
Yeah.
Should book a flight to Antarctica. I hear it's really nice there.
Yeah, I just have about Africa, Australia, and Antarctica and South America left. And that's,
Nice.
yeah, one day when this whole
One
thing is
day.
over.
Oh, don't even bring that up, Collie.
All right. So for the eighth question, what type of music are you into?
Um, I'm really into a very large variety of music. Like literally, if you like look on Discord, and this is another thing I get criticized for, you'll see me listening to like film scores or stuff like that, all the way to like Nirvana or hard rock stuff like that, and I'll just whatever that whole spectrum. There's only like a few genres or just like types of music that it doesn't sit well with me. It's like, and I don't mean to point out rap specifically because there are some pretty good
Oh
sounding
yeah.
songs in the rap genre, but like if it's just like a beat and there's like no uniqueness to it, it's just I don't what. How do you find that good? In my opinion,
Like majority of the rap that comes out now.
I
Bumble rap.
wasn't gonna say it, but
Might as well.
yeah.
Do you have like a specific artist that you like the most? Or
Um, I'm really hooked on Tally Hall right now. They kind of do rock a little bit. I don't know what you would classify it as, but yeah, I've been listening to their stuff a lot recently. That and see what else. I also frequently listen to 21 Pilots or just other kind of random one-time songs like Marty Robbins. You can never go wrong with Marty Robbins and his gunfighter ballads.
I never heard of him. I should check that out soon after
You
this
know,
interview.
you know that meme song that has like the dog with a gun on its hip or like a cowboy hat on and it's like big iron on his hip?
I do not. I also gotta
You
check out
don't?
them.
Oh my
I
god, I'll have to
don't.
send it to you.
Alright.
It's so good.
Alright, alright. So for the final question, Andrew, what would your dream job entail?
My dream job. Um, well, like I said earlier, I my career kind of seems to be aiming towards software engineering and technology and stuff like that. I plan on going to college next year. I'm graduating from high school this year. I'm planning on going to college next year to achieve a bachelor's of science in computer science, and then hopefully get a job at. And this is just kind of like the basic like everyone's dream job, I guess, is like Valve or
Yeah.
Discord and stuff like that. But I mean, wherever I go, I'm sure working there will be absolutely fantastic. That would be a dream.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it just really just depends. As long as I'm enjoying like the actual coding part and I'm getting to do what I like there,
Yeah.
then I mean that's a dream job. That's set me forever.
I mean, do you have, like, a specific company you'd wanna, like, work for or that it's
Um,
on your top priority that you wish to work for?
there's definitely been a few times, and actually, like someone I met back in PG back when I was only a junior. Me and another guy he's not really plays it. He doesn't play in EGO much anymore, but he's still in. We kind of got talking and we kind of want to go into the same field. So every now and then we'll like send each other job postings from Valve and be like, "Oh my gosh, wouldn't this be the coolest job ever?" Like being able to work on Steam or something like that. And we just kind of talk about that for a little bit. So I guess if I had to pick one place, it would probably be Steam, just because I mean, if we both were to get a job there, and it was
Yeah.
what we liked doing, and everything was cool. I mean, that's like awesome. That's perfect envision of my future.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I wanted like growing up, I've played a lot of RuneScape for the majority of my life. I've always wanted to work for Jagex, but it didn't pan out anything. I wasn't good at computer programming, anything like
Oh
that.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
took the trade route and loving it.
yeah. I definitely think that um, computer science isn't for everybody,
Yeah,
but you can always be interested in computers. Like, you
yeah.
don't have to define your career set.
Do you have like any backup plans if computer science doesn't go your way?
Um, yeah, I guess kind of. And I wouldn't be terribly opposed if it fell through, because my secondary career path would probably be performance arts technology or stuff like that. Right now, I work in a performance arts center in Central Alabama where we host pageants or plays or bands who want to play. I mean, literally anything. And I'm on a
Nice.
contract for 3 months there as the technical director, so I'm able to
Ooh.
work with audio equipment and lighting and soon live streaming equipment. We're going to get that installed hopefully within the next month.
Nice.
And I'm also getting to deal with drama and stuff like that, which is a lot of fun because I mean, there's always fun people in that kind of atmosphere anyway. So
All right. I mean, I appreciate you taking time out of your day for this interview, and
yeah,
hopefully the rest
absolutely.
of your day goes well.
Yeah, you too, Martin.